Wow, I just had an epiphany moment, y'all. So, if you are concerned about your loved one, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your lover, your kid, your spouse, your sibling, anything that someone is going through or has gone through besides you, okay? Let's say you went through stuff and you don't want to see nobody else go through nothing because you don't want them to suffer like you suffered. Well, who are we to try to take someone else's right to suffer away from them? If they don't learn, if they don't go through what we went through, not what we went through, but something, they experience something like what we did, like pain and suffering, I believe it's all part of life. So I just had an epiphany moment that who am I to try to take away the suffering of someone else? Just because I love them, or it's my, my kid or my grandkid or my sister or my brother. Who am I to deny them the right and the privilege, if you will, to suffer? How are they going to learn or experience for themselves the growth that needs to happen within them for their life journey? It is not up to me to remove, which you can't do anyway. There's some you can help, you can alleviate it, you can help relieve it, especially if it's your kid. You know, you can help in some way that not as to not be codependent or be their enabler, but you cannot take their pain away. You cannot take their suffering away. You can ease it or relieve it to some certain extent, but God has to have his way in their life. First of all, they've got to want it. They have got to want it for themselves, as far as getting out of it or hitting their rock bottom, or overcoming it. They have to go through their it. Okay? They have to go through. Sometimes all you can do is throw up your hands and surrender and say, I give up. Not I give up on them, but I give up on trying to control the situation. I give up on trying to alleviate or remove their suffering. It's theirs. It's their rite of passage. It's their right. So like I said, I just had an epiphany. I hope you have an epiphany too. I hope this wakes you up, at least makes you see that, or resonates with your heart, your mind, your soul, your spirit, that you can understand what I'm saying, that you cannot remove their suffering. Wow. And you definitely should not and cannot blame yourself for what someone else is going through. And even if you think it's your fault or was your fault, guess what? It was supposed to happen that way. If it wasn't supposed to happen that way, then it wouldn't be what it is. It was supposed to happen this way. So I have come to the conclusion and the agreement with myself that baby girl, it ain't your fault. You did the best you could. So you got to tell yourself, hey, I love me and I did the best I could. And it's not my fault. And I take no responsibility for it. You understand me? So whatever happened, it was supposed to happen. That is my epiphany for tonight. I'm going to bed, lights out. Love you much.